Yo, what is going on, you guys? Happy Monday, happy first official full week of the Traptrix structure deck being released. So if you guys did not know, definitely sleeping up under a rock, but Traptrix received a brand new structure deck with some fantastic support. Just this past Friday, it was officially fully released, although I did notice, or did hear, I should say, some GameStops actually received a deck to sell on Wednesdays. So I have some interesting information for anyone looking to pick decks up early from now on, but just in case you guys did not know. So if you guys are looking for a really phenomenal budget option for you guys for this upcoming format, definitely make sure you check out my structure deck profile that I did with 3 structure decks. I'll leave the card up here somewhere as well for you guys, and if you guys want to see me opening up the structure deck, that's a video I posted just yesterday, so make sure you subscribe, and I'll be leaving a link in the description for you guys. But without further ado, I just want to go ahead and get into this, guys. So essentially, with the Traptrix structure deck coming out, there wasn't really too much hype about this about maybe a week, 2 weeks ago. I don't think really people care. I think people were just distracted with Kashtira coming out, YCS Las Vegas, that I don't think really many people took attention or put attention to this deck or really gave it much credit for anything. So the Traptrix structure that came out, and I think what really popularized it was the realization of how fantastic this structure deck actually is. The reprints of Evenly Matched, Regeki, Harpy's Feather Duster, I should say, and Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Some phenomenal reprints in there for you guys. Not only that, this is an extremely viable deck with just 3 structure decks, as proven by Pack on his channel. So if you have not checked out Pack's channel, definitely make sure you go ahead and do that right now. I even go ahead, click off the video, go ahead and check his out, and then we'll go ahead and continue on the market watch. But essentially, he is beating Kashtira, top tier Kashtira decks, top tier Sprite decks, whatever it might be. He's beating completely $1,000 meta decks with a $30 budget structure deck, and I think that's just phenomenal. And I think this is warranting these huge spikes with all Traptrix cards. So I looked these up last night. Last night was Saturday night, today's Sunday, to get you guys the most accurate information. So Saturday night, the Traptrix Rafflesias were at 40s, the Traptrix Trap-Hole Nightmare Ultimate Rares were at 60s, skyrocketing to 70, the Super Rare Traptrix Myrmilio was at 19, 18, now it's at 25 minimum, and then the Sarah was, I believe, at 18? 16, 18, somewhere around there. These cards are skyrocketing in price, guys. If you guys have any higher rarity of any Traptrix card whatsoever, I would highly recommend you go ahead and move it right away. Copies are selling for 25 bucks a pop. Sarah, I do understand. I mean, she's a secret rare, which she must look phenomenal in a secret. I've never seen a secret rare of Sarah or never paid attention to it before, but it's a very beautiful looking card. With this being said, it was going for 12 bucks just 2 weeks ago. Now it's doubled in price to $25, and I think that again goes into the viability or us understanding the viability of the deck overall. I think that's absolutely crazy. So 25 bucks a pop for Sarah. There is going to be a 3 of in your deck, so do make sure you are looking out for that as well. The structure decks are selling for 14 bucks a copy with only 30 listings available. I think that's just absolutely crazy. At 15 bucks a copy. See, I was lucky enough. Well, even at the GameStop, I believe they're selling them for like 12 bucks each. Yes, I ended up getting one in the GameStop. Whatever, it's a long story. If you guys want to know the actual story, check out the last video. It's fucking awful. But okay, so 15 bucks, $16 per structure deck copy. I think this is absolutely insane to even consider. Some secret rare Rafflesias. If you want to go ahead and pimp out your deck, I would say do it sooner rather than later. Only 7 listings on these guys, and I think that's what's most impressive is that there's barely any listings left. Only 9 of the Starlight rare of the Alomeris, which I think is probably going to be maybe, well, definitely a 1 of, maybe 2 of if you want in your extra deck, but I think 1 should be just fine. If you're looking for a more competitive build, I should say, if you're going to be doing with a structure deck, you're going to have to play 2, just because that's we only have all Traptrix extra deck monsters, which, don't get me wrong, I am very grateful for having the full extra deck for it, but if some cards you may want to go ahead and include are like Gaga Cowboy, number 41, Zeus, Linkaribo, some additional options for you guys. But this is actually really good. It's a phenomenal deck as well. I mean, 9 listings for the Sarah, 17 listings only for the Secret Rare, for the Megatons, 7 for the Breakers of Shadow. So again, if you guys want to go ahead and actually max out your Traptrix deck, which I foolishly said in the previous video I posted about Traptrix, about if I like the deck, I'll max it out, and then I didn't realize they had a Starlight Rare. If it was just these two, maybe, but for $70 each, no, that's not gonna happen. So anyway, if you guys are looking to play Traptrix, this is definitely gonna be a good starting point for you. Definitely see if you can pick up the structure decks for 12 bucks each. 36 bucks is still not bad. But I think your local OTS store should still be selling it for around $10 to $11 maybe. So anyway, that's going to be it for the actual Traptrix cards. Now we're going to see some additional support for them, which is going to be, unfortunately, Traptrix Thrust, which is a phenomenal support card for any type of deck that plays normal spells and normal traps, which of course Traptrix plays a whole bunch of really good traps. And this being able to allowing you to set whatever you want, essentially from your deck, whatever you want from your deck. It's crazy. So you add it to your hand, set it face down, good to go. Which is technically the big weakness, I should say, of Traptrix, is that it really does tend to struggle going second. But not to say that it is impossible, because again, the structure deck does come with some really good cards to put into your side deck, like Kaiju's, Raigeki as well. Was it that C card? Let me go ahead and see which one it was. Retaliating C to go up against the branded matchup. Gravedigger's Trap Hole to go up against the counter Nibs, things like that. So it does have some really viable side deck options for you guys, but you are going to want to go ahead and pick up some additional cards on the side just to make increase the viability of the deck, essentially. So it's going for 60 bucks at the lowest copy right now, because it is a light played and also is unverified with no sales. So keep an eye out for that as well. First fully verified seller for a near mint is going to be 75 bucks a copy. So it is something you want to go ahead and take into consideration. I would personally, I'm very on the fence about Traptrix Thrust, about me picking him up, because it is a phenomenal card, but it's really just depending on how hard I want to go ahead and commit to a deck that does play this. So decks that play this, of course, Sky Striker, Traptrix, first two that come to mind, and I'm sure there are more, but those are just the first two that come to mind, right? Next up is going to be Parallel Exceed. So I actually messed up and I did not pick these up last night when I had originally seen these. They're going for like $2, $1.50, $2, and just overnight they are going for $4.68, $5 a copy. And so yes, I do have them in my cart for $5, whatever. But at least you guys know I'm actually investing into this, right? So with 104 copies sold, I think with Card Crack, it's probably going to be one of the best choices to go to, because it goes to $5.50, $6. It skyrockets pretty quick in price. At least if you guys want to get the Prismatic Rare for it. There are additional options for you guys if you guys want to see different versions. If you guys just want to get the Common or the Super Rare, 50 cents, 78 cents, whatever it might be. Actually, with this, I think it might have been so this has been skyrocketing as well. You can only pick them up for around $4 each. So you might as well get the Parallel, the Parallel Secret, unless you want to get a damaged copy, but just one copy. Look, like House of Champs says, I'm not a financial advisor channel, but if I'm going to be spending money on a card, at least I want to go ahead and get a nice copy of the card. Not the highest rarity, but at least I want to get a near mint copy. That way I know in the event I need to go ahead and move it, it'll still maintain value and things like that. That's going to be tough. I would probably go ahead and pick up the Parallel Exceed with the Prismatic Secret Rare, but it's only because it has the most amount of listings. It is going to be the best bang for your buck, because you get a Common for $4, you get a Prismatic Secret for $5. It's an additional $1, but it's a much nicer copy. Same card, so let's go ahead and throw that out there. But anyway, so Parallel Exceed is going to be really good. Obviously, the second summon, you normal summon any Traptrix, you go into Sarah, you activate Parallel Exceed, special summon 2, and you already have a rank 4 play. Boom. There you go, good to go. So that is going to be a main factor for it. Next up on our list, I have the Lord of the Heavenly Prison. I don't think I've actually refreshed this. Let me just double check. So Lord of Heavenly Prison is actually going to be a really good support card for the Traptrix strategy, just being able to go ahead and protect your back row, as well as being able to set more back row directly from your deck. and being able to be a free 3k beat stick is actually crazy. So it is a lot of things that we need to go ahead and take into consideration. Some definitely additional support cards that could come into play. I think this is more undervalued at the current moment. I'd definitely go ahead and say pick up the Prismatic Secret Rare. Just a much nicer copy. You see it's skyrocketing as well. He's going for $3. Now it's going for $6 minimum. But it is a card you're going to want to play at 2 or 3 in the deck, so it is something you want to go ahead and take into consideration at least, because at the end, it has protection, it gives your deck immediate protection, it gives it a little bit more consistency, and it gives you a free boss monster as well in order to be able to go ahead and put enough damage on board. Not to say that Traptrix really needs it though, because Traptrix can OTK now out of nowhere, which is really weird to say. The deck has a lot more viability to go ahead and complete just OTK your opponent, especially with the new Link 3 that we received in the structure deck. I think it's actually nuts. It gives all your Traptrix monsters 1,000 attack as long as you have a normal trap in your graveyard, so that's super easy to do. Another card you're definitely going to go ahead and pick up is going to be Gaga Cowboy. So again, the rank 4 and the rank 4 toolbox is just going on and on and on as far as skyrocketing viability. I personally have the infinite gold copy, so there you go. Like I said, you don't need the highest rarity version for you guys, you just need a copy that says the exact same text. But Gaga Cowboy is a card I'm definitely going to go ahead and put in here just in case we go into game time, we go into time, only because the Traptrix strategy is not going, while it can OTK, its main strong point, what it's built for, is the grind game, and just to be able to continuously just go ahead and pump out Sarahs, and to be able to go and consistently just put up really strong traps on the board and just keep countering whatever your opponent's doing. So with that being said, your duels might last a little bit longer than normal, but at least now you know now, because they go ahead and stay prepared. And the last card I'm going to go ahead and check out is Lightning Storm. So since yesterday to today, when I refreshed the page, I have seen a few less listings up on here, so it's still going to be around 10-12 bucks a copy. I would highly recommend picking up your Lightning Storms, just because Labyrinth is now a top tier deck. Traptrix is now projected to be a top tier deck. We will see this upcoming regional YCS time frame. I think there's going to be a few regionals between now and within this week or so. So I think that's exactly when we're going to be able to see how strong and how viable really the Traptrix strategy is. But I think that duelists should really start to at least prepare for these matchups. I know definitely, I mean, just letting it go loose. I do not believe that disregarding this deck is a smart idea on anyone's end. I think playing cards like Denko Sekka, Jinzo, playing cards like, well, Jinzo for specific matchup, if you have the Mannequin Cat with the Jinzo in the main deck or in the side deck, whatever, I think it'll still be very viable. Lightning Storm, Cosmic Cyclones, Cosmic Cyclone, no, yeah, I would have to be Cosmic Cyclone, because some of the Traptrix cards have graveyard effects, and then again, the Link 3 has additional effects as long as you have a normal trap in your graveyard. So if you're able to banish it, it's probably going to be a lot better for you. Still, Lightning Storm, Harvest Feather Duster, all these type of cards are cards that are going to need to be played in the side deck, no doubt about it. But that's going to be it for the Market Watch today, guys. I just want to go ahead and see exactly how much the structure deck impacted the market. I think it's actually super crazy that we have gotten to the point where structure decks are actually extremely viable. Lastly, we got the Dark World structure deck, which saw a lot of play at YCS Las Vegas. An extremely viable deck. I think it went like 8-1 or whatever it might be, or 7-2, whatever. I think it had a very good win ratio in its own. I don't think I saw any teams that were playing full Dark World, but still, it's a very viable deck. Again, then now with the Traptrix deck, which is even more viable, more so I want to say, because Dark World, they're mainly going to focus on hand looping you and getting all your cards out of your hand, which is going to be, of course, really tough for you. But it's something that Traptrix, if it top decks a Mantis or a Myrmilio, it can go ahead and just go clean off from there as well. I mean, it doesn't really need much to get going. So it is something to do, take into consideration, guys. But again, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Are you guys going to be playing Traptrix? If so, are you going to be picking them up from TCG Player for around 14-15 bucks a copy? Or are you hoping to find them at your local OTS store? If you guys did not hear my story from yesterday, it took me around 3 to 4 hours to find 3 copies of this structure deck, and I went to everywhere. I went to I went to 4 GameStops, Best Buy, Target, Walmart, I even went to my to a mall that was near my house, near my apartment, I should say, and the store that usually has these type of stuff that shut down. So it was a total mess, total waste of a Saturday. But anyway, let me know again what you guys think in the comment section down below. Hope you guys are enjoying the weekly market watches. I want to go ahead and keep this fun and fresh for you guys. But again, let me know in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe for more. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.